back. I want to take a few moments again to say thank you for the many of you that have been responding to our Spring Boost appeal, and the many of you that have called and gone online, even come by. I want to say thank you. I was gone for a couple of days. I had to be away for a conference and back and trying to get a handle. But I can tell you this, that we're about 40% of our goal for this, which is $128,853. I'll get you some exact numbers by tomorrow. But we're at this interesting time in the Dove's history where we're fixing the building. It's kind of an interesting project. Even as we speak this morning, they're out there working. And I had to go out and tell the workers during one of the breaks, would you please put a piece of plastic over that? The dust that's flying around in here is pretty intense. But what we're doing is fixing the building after 11 years and putting in, really finally insulating the building, not only for weather, but for sound. Obviously, we had a big airplane go by us here. So this studio is going to get moved to the other end of the building so that we can control the environment a whole lot better. We're also putting in really commercial-sized heating and air conditioning, which is something we've needed to do for quite some time. And so it's a big project, but most of that we did pre-budget. We've been saving for and have set aside, but so often with these projects, things pop up, and so we're just asking you to prayerfully help us with some equipment, that's all. And over the next 3 or 4 weeks, only do what the Lord's asking you to do. And I was away at what they call the National Association of Broadcasters. This is not only all the broadcasters throughout the country, but literally around the world. People came from all kinds of countries were there, and you learn about the latest and things that are going on and some of the technical challenges, the changes in the industry. I sat in about 4 seminars, and my brain's pretty much spaghetti right now trying to figure it all out. So we want to be good stewards of what the Lord supplies us and has called us to do. And everything when it comes to equipment, these are just tools. That's all they are, is tools to do what God called us to do, and making sure that you have reliable Christian media, both on radio, television, and all the digital platforms. So in the midst of all of this, we have some equipment needs that we need to do. One of them is what they call a firewall server. And you can see that $5,980. I came into the office this morning, and guess what? Those servers, we had to pre-order. It's a long story, but the short answer is we had no other options. We have to replace them. They're here, and they'll be installed. So now I just got to pay for them. So that's about almost $6,000 for that. We're losing our feed, or at least the company that was providing us the ability to put guests on the air. We just had Joel Block on. That's all done through Skype. Well, Google, it's a long story, bought out some of the software and the equipment, all that. All that goes away May 1st. So by faith, I had to order another piece of equipment, and there it says $4,937. It actually came in about $6,000 when we finally found out the piece of equipment we had to buy. And that's on its way here. Hopefully will be installed before May 1st. We're pretty confident that will take place. And the list goes on. I won't bore you with all the things there, but so it comes up to about $128,000. And in the meantime, I say this reluctantly, but just to be transparent, we had 2 other pieces of equipment that we weren't counting on go south. In fact, they just broke. And what you do in today's world, you can buy upgrades or you replace them, and those are the options that we're faced with. And so one of the other things is that when we were at this trade show and we're talking to all the equipment and all these manufacturers, we come to find out a major piece of equipment in the in the control room in there, that company got bought out by another company, which is typical in business. Then we find out that the piece of equipment we have is no longer going to be serviced by the new company. Well, that leaves it kind of hanging out there. So I won't bore you with the details, other than I just ask you to prayerfully consider supporting the Dove with whatever the Lord calls you to do. We need to see if we can raise these funds over the next 4 weeks or so. We just don't want to install broken equipment into the new control room. That doesn't make any sense at all. But we didn't plan on it breaking, but it did, or it's getting replaced, or it's becoming obsolete even as we speak. It's just kind of a crazy thing in this world that we live in. So you can call us at 541-776-5368. If you get a busy signal, you can always call back, or you can safely and securely go online at theDove.us, and that's all secure. That's our website, and you just click on Support the Dove, and that'll take you to the proper page. But please only do what the Lord's leading you to do. Don't take from your church. You belong faithfully in a church, and you support your church first. And if you're involved in another ministry, that's your calling. You go there and you help that ministry and you support them. But if you feel led to partner with us, we are humbled by it. We don't take it for granted. You're partnering with us to reach people in ways that, quite frankly, it's amazing. When you see the letters that we get and the emails and the phone calls, people whose lives are being enriched, encouraged, strengthened by the programming on the Dove radio, television, and digital formats. It's an amazing time to be in Christian media. There's some challenges, and yet there's some good things. We've had some major changes at the FCC. I sat in on a seminar concerning some of the rules and regulations that we deal with as broadcasters, and some real encouraging things there with the change of administration. We're pretty excited about that. The technology is changing. What do we do in the future? Where do we put the emphasis? The technology is ever changing, and the fads change. One day it's podcast, the next day it's back to radio, and then it's over to television, then it's over to video links, and then it's over to YouTube, and then it comes back to this website. That's why it's just a constant evolving array of possibilities and opportunities. And the question is, well, Lord, where do you want us to be, or where do you want us to go? We're not here to replace the church. We're here to augment what your church is doing and to give you hourly support of what your church is doing and to encourage you. And we can't do it without you. So if you can pray about it and see what the Lord would help you to do over the next couple of weeks in supporting us, we have to replace this equipment. And some of it, even from the beginning of what we are doing here, was okay, and then I come home and it's not okay. So we have to be smart about it and be prudent about it and replace some pieces of equipment. And quite frankly, some of it's pretty expensive. When I left, which was over the weekend, we were at 40% of our goal. I don't know where we are today. I'll find that out and let you know tomorrow. But thank you so very much in partnering with us. And when we're done, I'll take some more pictures today. They sheetrocked our new studio while I was gone. They did it in one day. It's pretty amazing. Today they're over there. They're doing what they put the drywall on there, and then now they're doing the texturing and the taping, and that's a pretty messy job. And they're doing that today. But when we get done, we'll have a really first-class studio, which we're pretty excited about. And you make that happen. So when we're all done, we'll open it up and let you come take a look. But people say, well, when are you going to have it done? I don't know. My answer to that is I want it done right. I don't want it done in a hurry. So I've been working with some great contractors and subcontractors to get this done right. And like I said, most of that construction has been budgeted, but the equipment we're asking you to help us with. So go online at theDove.us, or you can call us at 541-776-5368 and prayerfully do that. And the least of which, pray for us. We have a lot of decisions to make, not only concerning this project that's going on here inside the building, but we have a lot of decisions to make about the future and where we go and what we do. And even with programming, a lot of people want to put their programs on the Dove. Do we take them? Do we not? Do we change some? Do we drop some? Do we add some? This is pretty challenging. So we just want to be found faithful in what God called us to do. So thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it, partnering with us. We can't do it without you. God bless you.